This session is going to be very interesting unless the internet disturbs. See, I was talking about, I think you saw this Inca shamanism. So I was saying
Oh,
that, yeah, Inca shamanism, what happens? They show tribute to Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, and these are all parts of Mother Gaia. He is a shaman, the person here, and he is like
mm,
doing giving a namaste to all of his brothers and sisters. We all are one, Charles, all souls,
mm-hmm,
we are one. So snake, puma, and condor, these are foundations of the Inca cosmovision. Is its trilogy. So here also one triangle comes. One of the foundations of the Inca cosmovision is its trilogy, composed of the snake, the wisdom that hides in the bowels of the earth, the power and energy of our root and our navel chakras, the puma, the fierce warrior, the power and energy of our solar plexus, the condor, the wisdom exposed in the sky, the power and energy of our chakras, cardiac, throat, third eye, and crown. Man is located between these three energies and can unify all of them in his heart through the activation of his cardiac system. So there is one meditation system. It's a guided meditation system. Every interested persons can contact me for this. I can guide. I mean, I can record the session and send it to them. Although it's very secret and not easily available. Mother Gaia. Who is Gaia? It's a keyword
mm-hmm.
in our QMAP. Mother Gaia, Nature Mother, Pachamama, Mama Pacha, and astrological connections are also there. Our dear Partha will discuss about the astrological connection. And she sent Scorpio sting on December 26, 2019. The seven planet solar eclipse. We discuss about this point, so he will discuss about more. So Scorpius or Scorpius was a giant scorpion sent by the earth goddess Gaia to slay the giant Orion when he threatened to kill all the beasts of the earth. The scorpion stung Orion on the heel, marked by the star Rigel, Beta Orion, and killed him. These all star systems are there in Inca civilization. The source is there also. He will discuss about the astrological connections. Gaia, Pachamama, Earth Mother. Pachamama is a goddess revered by the indigenous people of the Andes. She is also known as the Earth Time Mother. In Inca mythology, Pachamama is a fertility goddess who presides over planting and harvesting, embodied the mountains, and causes earthquakes. She causes earthquakes when she is furious. She is also an ever-present and independent deity who has her own self-sufficiency and creative power to sustain life on this earth. Her shrines are hallowed rocks or the boles of the legendary trees, and her artists envision her as an adult female bearing harvests of potatoes and cocoa leaves. The four cosmological Quechua principles, water, earth, sun, and moon, claim Pachamama as their prime origin. Priests
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice llamas, uh, I think some kind of pigs, and elaborate miniature burnt garments to her. But actually, it's not necessary. But people, out of devotion, they do these things. I mean, sacrifice should be from. I feel it's my personal feeling that sacrifice should be like from your own side. But people do. What to say, here India also it happens. So Pachamama is the mother of Inti, the sun god, and Mama Killa, the moon goddess. Pachamama, Mama Pacha, or Gaia is said to be also said to also be the wife of Inti, her son. It's also said, yeah. This is a mythological connection. So Pachamama, Gaia, Mother Earth, Inca Empire. The earth, life, harvest, farming, crops, fertility. Representation of Pachamama in the cosmology. According to Juan de Santa Cruz, Pachacuti Yamkui. I'm very sorry for my pronunciation. So for me, it's very hard. Salkamahuya, after a picture in the Sun Temple in Cusco. So other names are
Yes.
Mamapacha, Mother Earth. Names are like Queen Mamapacha, region Andes Mountain, Inca Empire. So these all are connected to Inca Empire. Here is actually I set this photo as my desktop wallpaper. She's my mother. She's our mother Gaia, and see beautiful small oh, I forgot his name. What are they? Beautiful.
Which ones? Frogs?
Yeah, frogs. Oh my god, how can I? So beautiful, these small creatures all over her face.
Yes.
They're spoiled with her love, like me. See, uh, the Regal Kent, the constellation I was just talking about, Crux,
Yes.
Hadar. It was from one of the cores of shamanism Inca. So pyramid star constellation alignment. William, an imaginative youngster, theorized that the locations of Mayan cities might correspond to stars in Mayan constellations. He analyzed 22 Mayan star maps from ancient books known as the Madrid Codex or Codex, and overlaid the star positions onto Google Earth images of the Yucatan Peninsula. He was able to show the 117 Mayan cities did indeed match the star positions. How wonderful is that? With the brightest stars representing more major cities.
Amazing.
Yeah. I think I'll show. um I will not show the websites today because we have contents here. So, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, message of the ascended masters from the Lemurian. This message is from the Lemurian Lighten, the Reiki of the Atlantis manual by mentor Nicolas Baralos. Sorry for the spelling. It should be Baralos. So, what is the message from the ascended masters to us? Main message is that since the dawn of the time, humanity is walking on a path of spherical evolution, which eventually will lead to the fulfillment of the existence through achieving a fully enlightened consciousness. I mean, they want us to awaken the Holy Spirit within us. Some people call it Holy Spirit, some people call it God energy, some people call it Reiki energy.
Or some people call it the ascension or the awakening.
Yes, yes. Yes, but see, Charles, Kundalini awakening and spiritual awakening, bit difference. There are small differences between them. We'll discuss that also, but definitely yes, energy activation
Great.
means God energy, being one with the God. So Lemurian light and Reiki of the Atlantic, Phoenix, Dolphin, Dragon. I have also got initiated into this modality of Reiki. I'm Grandmaster of this Reiki modality. Why I am telling this? Because it is very important. Dragon, first of all, these all are connected. These three mystical creatures, dragon, dolphin, and phoenix, they work with Mother Gaia. Dragon. See, we are going to discuss about dragon. First, we Quetzalcoatl, many people call him a dragon also. Quetzalcoatl is a winged serpent. Some people want to call him a dragon. So I have this dragon's power on my root chakra, whereas I have initiation of Quetzalcoatl during the Munaiki initiation, shamanism, and his power lies in my third eye. So Quetzalcoatl is the Lord of the Middle World. We discuss about that. So what happens, Charles, whenever as per the theory and as per the practice of the shamanism or the Reiki practitioners of Lemuria and Atlantis city, it is not here now in the, I mean, earthly dimension, but in the etheric realm, like in the Akashic realms, it is there, Lemuria and Atlantis. So what happens whenever the dragon empowerment happens on your root chakra, the dragon gets united with the serpent energy, the mother serpent, and they both get united, becomes one, and they goes towards the crown chakra. So that's the beauty. And whenever dragon attunements happens in your energy body and in your physical body, your DNA gets activated automatically. Yeah. So Lemurian light and Atlantic Reiki, the divine triangle. Here also a divine triangle is there. So dragon attunement, root chakra, Kundalini dragon. Dolphin attunement, heart chakra. The dolphin attunement happens at the heart chakra. It opens your sacred heart and promotes heart chakra living, surrendering to divine will, which is very important. Now we have to surrender before
Very
the
much.
divine will. Yes, trust the divine plan. Phoenix attunement.
Yes.
Yes, and do good things, think good thoughts, and talk good words. Phoenix attunement, crown chakra, surrendering. See, in the Lemurian modality, Phoenix is there, and Phoenix is also the eagle. How? I will discuss later. But Phoenix is also eagle, and likewise in the Munaiki modality, the energy of the Phoenix or the eagle is on the heart chakra. So this energy, dolphin, dragon, and phoenix, and all Munaiki like jaguar mother serpent, the eagle, and the Lord Bhaskar, Lord Pekakuti, Lord Quetzalcoatl, they all work in unity. So crown chakra surrendering happens when phoenix attunement is there in your crown chakra. Divine will and living in the now gets the power of rebirth. Spiritual rebirth happens whenever phoenix attunement is there. Whole DNA rewired by these attunements. Eagle is in my heart, as it is also phoenix. Phoenix is on my crown. Eagle is a power animal in shamanism. These two are different mortalities, but all are the same. They awaken the soul and energize the soul. So this is phoenix attunement empowerment. Powers of phoenix empowerment. What happens when you get the power of phoenix empowerment? The phoenix empowerment is the first empowerment, and it is not shamanism again, it is reiki. The phoenix empowerment is the first empowerment and will allow you to activate all the divine and spiritual attributes of the phoenix. As the phoenix is reborn through the ashes of its life, so you shall be reborn from the ashes of your spiritual deaths. For the new to be born, the old must cease to exist. And that is why the phoenix empowerment is the first that you will experience right after your grand attunement is completed. Please refer to the manual. I think it's enough for today. So dolphin attunement empowerment, the dolphin empowerment, it happens on our hearts. See, that day we told that brain and heart union is to be done by us. So these energies actually balance your all, heal your, release your dark shadow, dark self, everything. Power of dolphin empowerment. The dolphin empowerment is the second empowerment, and it will allow you to expand your communication with all the beings of the spiritual world. Spiritual world means you will be able to talk, or you will be able to decipher the frequencies of different creatures. Those animals or creatures who do not speak in human language, you can understand what they are seeing or what they are expecting from you. As the dolphin communicates with frequencies, so you will begin to understand deeper in your soul different frequencies from different dimensions. This thing I get. And as the dolphins provide pure, divine, and unconditional love, likewise, you will now start healing yourself with the divine energy of love regarding any heart issue by activating the inner heart healing. Please refer the manual. I think for today it's sufficient. So now, dragon attunement empowerment. It happens on the root chakra, and this is the last third attunement or empowerment. So the dragon empowerment is the third and final empowerment, which will enable you to activate your divine purpose and make you a grandmaster in spiritual and energy healing. Your spiritual growth will now move rapidly, and it will help you to achieve and conquer your next steps as a magnificent dragon who conquers everything. And I want to tell you, Charles, like Lord Metatron is one of the cherub angels who has 6 Yeah, who has 6 wings in total. And in some places or in some particular higher dimensions or highest dimensions, the angels, archangels also cannot go to that realms. So they tell the request the dragons to go there. Just imagine how holy dragons are. Dragons are very holy creatures.
They are,
Yes.
especially in Asia.
Yeah. This empowerment will also activate your iron will and expand your confidence regarding your intuition. That's very true. So now this is the modality of Lumerian and Atlantic Reiki. Same thing as shamanism, but they call it different with different names. But animals and mythical creatures are there, and they act very beautifully with Mother Nature's energy. Now we are moving towards rites of Inca civilization. Actually, these ladies are not doing anything. They are actually, she's a shaman, and she is transmitting, I mean, she is initiating her student. This is an initiation ceremony photo. This is like third eye to third eye initiation. Whenever some transmits energy from third eye to third eye, they do this. And this is third eye to third eye initiation, but not through touching of heads, just by touching of the thumb. Incans, yeah, rites and rituals of Incans. What about this rites? So I have been saying Munaiki or rites. So the rites plant the seeds of knowledge into the luminous body of the recipient. It is up to each person to water and tend the seed so that it can grow and blossom. The rites are a transmission. Sorry.
Yeah, there you are.
What happens? I don't know what is happening. Okay, fine. So we'll continue. I think someone called me, and that's why I got disconnected. Yeah, very disturbing, but we will finish this. Yeah, give me.
Well, how interesting
How
that
interesting.
shamanism in South America also
Yeah.
talk of and practice the third eye.
Yeah. In fact, all the chakras. In fact, all the chakra system, and these are all same, because see, I'm an Asian, right? I'm an Indian lady. I'm an Indian shaman, and I have like initiated in these practices and those practices. I'm a mixture of all, and I have found myself that all talks the same.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, be it Lumerian Grandmaster, so be it Lumerian Atlantic Regi modality, be it shamanism, Munaiki, be it Vedic practices of Patanjali Yoga Shastra, all are same and very beautiful.
Incredible.
Yeah, very beautiful. All say the same thing: love nature, love nature, love nature, love others, peace, peace, peace. So,
amen.
Amen. The rites are a transmission of potential. One must then make oneself available to destiny. It is like the old story from many traditions that tells the rowers in trouble at sea. They are all praying to God to get them out of trouble, and they are rowing like crazy to help themselves. The rites connect the person to an ancient lineage of knowledge and power. It is up to you. They can be gifted. However, you need to row your own boat to grow them. See, like after initiation, you have to practice this shamanism practice every day. I mean, I do these practices every day. This is very important to practice every day. The fire ceremonies, um, it is initiated as one seed, and you have to water it. After that, it will give you fruits. So these rites are very important that you practice. Sometimes in a week, one day you can take a break, but it is very important that you water the seeds. It's important. So
consistency.
Now, yes, consistency is very important. So now, Munaiki, the journey of transformation. It's very popular in Incan civilization or in South American, Native American culture. Sharing the wisdom and power of Munaiki, transferring lives to live free of fear, and assuming stewardship of Mother Earth and all of creation. Here Gaia is there, and he is the eagle. So Munaiki, there are 9 important rites in Munaiki. The rites are: healer's rite connects you to a lineage of luminous beings, awakens the healer within you. Bands of power, 5 luminous bells that are woven into the luminous energy field for essential protection. It is the band of power is the most strong protection shield, by the way, because it is 5 element band of power. Harmony rite, transmission of the 7 archetypes into the chakras, helps you combust the psychic sludge that builds up in your chakras so that your chakras can shine with their original light as they acquire a rainbow body. And rainbow body is another key in our Q map. And this happens finally doing these things, your Kundalini gets activated, and Kundalini awakening is there in the Q map. So this is our, I think, one of the most trending topics. Very essential.
Very cool.
Yes. And seer, and these are not these are pocket friendly, because if people comes to me for initiation, I don't demand anything. They can give anything, like they can donate anything. Seers rite extra cerebral pathways of light are installed that connect the visual cortex with the third eye and the heart chakra. This awakens your ability to perceive the invisible world of energy and spirit. The Daykeeper's rite connects you to a lineage of master healers from the past. This rite helps you to begin heal your inner feminine divine, step beyond fear and practice peace. And by practicing this Daykeeper's rite, or by getting initiated to this rite, the relationship with your earthly mother, your physical mother, is also get healed. So these are 6 and another 5. Oh my god, what happened? Okay.
Very neat.
Yes. So now Wisdom Keeper's rite connects you to the lineage. I told it. Earth Keeper's rite, Star Keeper. See, now the Star Keeper's rite, it's very important. The same Star Keeper's rite or the alien connection rite I have done that day with the help of this Star Keeper's rite. This rite anchors and keep you safely to the time after the great change that was foretold in 2012. Our physical body begins to evolve into Homo luminous. It's not discussed here very profoundly because it's very secret. And after doing this rite, after getting initiated to this rite, you can connect to our star brothers, aliens or extraterrestrials or archangels, angels, anyone.
That's true.
Yes. The channels, the connection channels are cleared. Creator's rite awakens the creator light within and brings forth a sense of stewardship for all creation, from the smallest grain of sand to the largest cluster of galaxies in the universe. Galaxy. So Munaiki and Mother Gaia. See how this Munaiki shamanism are closely connected to Mother Gaia. And she is mother, she is with child, and we are inside of her womb. How beautiful is that? That's why I always feel protected. That my mother nature, my Gaia mother is protecting me. So no one can harm me, or no one can harm those whom I protect, because I am her child, right? So this is like this.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Munaiki, 4 great archetypes are there. So we have talked about 9 rites. Now 4 great archetypes are there. The great archetypes of the Munaiki tradition are organizing principles of the universe. They are the forces that we call to create sacred space, and they are the energy beings that have been planted as seeds in each of your chakras. So there are 4 archetypes in different chakras. They are initiated as seeds. So Munaiki, 9 rites, shamanism, Sapen Mother, No, nothing to worry, nothing to be feared of. She is mother, and she is jaguar mother, and he is hummingbird, or she is hummingbird, and it is the eagle.
Very cool.
Cool. Actually, the great archetype Sopan mother. Sopan, mother of the waters, archetype of the healer throughout many culture. The one who teaches us to shed our personal past the way she sheds her skin. Primary life force, the one who dives deep, deep, who knows the way into the deepest places inside of ourselves. The one who walks with beauty on the belly of the mother, the one who knows the way back to the Garden of Eden, the place of innocence. She is mother, nothing to be worried. I don't know, but she is mother. See, two types of serpents are there. One is good. She is mother Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini Shakti is also resides on our root chakra, in a Vedic thought, in a Indian thought. And in shamanism also, mother serpent is there in a root chakra. So all same. Munaiki writes 4 archetypes: serpent, jaguar, hummingbird, eagle. Now the second archetype, mother jaguar, sacral chakra. So she is on her sacral chakra, one step above. Mother jaguar, jaguar, mother or sister jaguar, who knows the way across the rainbow bridge to the world of mystery, the one who shallows the dying sun, teaching up to step beyond fear, violence, and death. This is ascension, talking about ascension. The archetypal connection to the life force of the jungle, everything that is green, steward of the life force, luminous warrior who has no enemies in this world or the next, represents the life, death principle, and renewal. Third archetype, hummingbird, ancestors, grandparents, solar plexus. She is the hummingbird, very beautiful bird. Ancient ones and hummingbird, the place of the ancestors, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancient memories, ancient wisdom, the ones who have stepped outside of time but slipped through the veils of help us remember the ancient ways. The way of the hummingbird who drinks directly from the nectar of life, just like the swan. Swan, it only takes the good things. So the hummingbird also directly takes the nectar of life, not built for flight, yet undertakes and accomplishes the impossible journey. It's a beautiful small bird, but it does wonders. Now, the eagle or condor. This is the fourth archetype. The symbol of America, I think. The national bird of America, I think. The power of condor or eagle. Condor,
the great bald eagle.
Yeah, the great archetype of the East, the place of the rising sun, the place of our becoming, principle of seeing from high perspective, vision of clarity and beauty. The great wings of the condor hold the heart, teaches us to see with the eyes of the heart, and one who pushes us out of the nest to spread our own wings so that we may always fly wing to wing with the great spirit. Fly high. Bands of power in Muneki, the strongest protection shield. The first thing before the initiation, actually, the first rite is the band of power installation that the healer does to, or the teacher does to his student or the initiatee. Whenever you are finding my sound is not clear, please stop me.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay,
you're
so
fine.
Now we are going to discuss about Aluna movie. Why? I will tell you. Movie Aluna, watching history, a BBC guy, all rites and ceremonies say about harmony with nature and harmony with heaven and earth, and all shamanic native South American rituals or thoughts say the same thing, like Gaia. Stay connected, Gaia. This is a film, Aluna. Please watch everyone. ALUNA. Very simple name, freely available in YouTube, and it will change your life. Actually, it's a documentary, yeah. Documentary first half was done in, I think, 1996 by a BBC presenter or reporter, Elan. And after 20 years, he went back to that village, the Kogi people, to complete the documentary. before 20 years, this elder brother, like Kogi, he warned about the climatic situation of America or the world,
Mhm.
and he showed some very primordial or some very basic earth related solutions for that. And after 20 years, when this all happened, the whole world got shocked, and they visited this person again. The BBC documentary, I think two parts. It is the movie
Mhm.
Aluna. The Divine Triangle again, 28th April, 29th April, 30th April. So now coming to my life, personal experience, 29th April, Aluna. Um, at the night of 28th April, I watched the Aluna movie. So I'm a bit nocturnal. So I think it crossed 12 a.m. So it was 28th. But I was starting at 28th April. Oh, I was watching in YouTube. So 29th
Interesting.
April, yeah. So 29th April also, I got that fact just yesterday that I was watching that movie on 28th April midnight and till 29th April. So it is very scary. So 29th April, during daytime, I got alien message. I saw 4 or 5 aliens. Uh, they were landed on Earth from a triangle shaped vehicle. All triangle. This 28, 29, 30 triangle, Yumi, Partha triangle.
Yes.
But one thing is not there, that 4 to 5 alien I saw that they have landed. It's a vision, very quick and very short. So when I got that vision after watching the Aluna movie, I decided that on 29th April night itself, I will do a Star Brother connection ceremony, because I can perform that because I'm a shaman. I was initiated in that, Star Brothers ceremony, Star Keeper. So I can do that. So I did that with
Yes.
my parents. Yeah,
Yes.
with my parents on my terrace. We formed a triangle. My mother was there, my father was there, and I was here. It was a triangle. and
Beautiful.
and
Amazing.
I have got 3 Karuna Reiki symbols, 3 symbols. Just imagine,
Mm.
all
Mm.
triangle. So this
Mm.
slide is dedicated to the triangle. I
Very
see.
much.
I did all that. I got 3 messages. I will discuss about that later because it will be another, I think, presentation. But see that after that, on 30th April itself, just in the morning, I saw the sun's position changed. And one brother, I think some days later, sent your video in our spiritual group. I watched the video, I commented under it, and Charles replied, and now you, Partha, and I form the triangle.
Indeed.
I have proofs.
Very powerful.
Yeah, I will show
Triangle.
you. I'm not talking like this. I will show you. So he's Alan Herrera of BBC, and he is Kogi. It's like in 1996. And after, I think,
Beautiful.
on 2016, this person went to his village and completed the uh, documentary. About Aluna. Aluna is a 2012 feature length documentary film sequel to the 1990 BBC documentary From the Heart of the World, Elder Brothers Warning. At that time, everyone was laughing that what the BBC documentary is doing with the Native American Kogi people, Kogi tribe civilization, um, like bogus. But after 20 years, everything happened like that. So the crew, the same, BBC reporter who was very friendly to the Kogi people, he went and completed the documentary.
Mhm.
And finally, what he does, the last scene, please watch. I won't tell you about the last scene. It just touched my heart. He surrendered to the mother nature. He surrendered to the nature, our BBC guy. So please watch the last scene. I cried
All
actually.
right.
I cried actually that day.
Oh,
It's very beautiful. So they completed the movie.
powerful.
Very powerful. In the second documentary, the Kogis have re-emerged, realizing that the importance of their warning had not been grasped. The West people did not understand what the Kogi people were saying about Mother Earth, about Aluna. Aluna actually like their dark mother or dark matter. As well as warning younger brother, they have decided to share their secret sciences in the belief that sharing these sciences will share the burden of changing the world for the better. They did something very incredible. See, Aluna, I watched, can you see 28 April?
Yes.
This is my YouTube history. So I have taken these things as evidence. Otherwise, people won't listen. Aluna, 28 April, I started just before midnight, I think. I finished while 29th April. Yes, 29th April. And as I already showed you, is it necessary to show it again? Because I can show my
No.
channel. Okay. So
No.
I did the video also on 30th April after getting the alien. I think it's bizarre, but it's not bizarre. Just beyond
No, it's very powerful.
Yeah, but just beyond our human understanding. And to my that not debate its point, I had these new evidences of YouTube history, and this movie is very important. Optimal Timeline Reality 47 and connection with Sushant. Who is Sushant? He's a Bollywood actor. Unfortunately, we have him no more. He is dead now. He committed suicide on last Sunday. His car number is 47.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you the connections. 47, I think you remember Optimal Timeline Reality, the Lakshmi Narayan, the Adam Eve, the Shiv Shakti timeline, 47. Two primordial, divine feminine, divine masculine. They created a new timeline, that is the 47. We have, I think, made entire presentation on that. So can you imagine, he is a divine feminine. I mean, he is a very beautiful soul. He committed due to depression, and we are taking a pledge. Partha, me, and my spiritual group, we have taken a pledge to continue his soul mission on this earth. Just yesterday, after decoded all of these symbologies in connection with his death and his life. His car number is 4747. Buck deer stag on June 14th. Innocent deer, Shiva connections. Shiva drank poison in the ocean churning. He is the Shiva actually. But unfortunately, as he was holding a physical body, he couldn't, handle the poison, and he committed suicide. He was a depression patient since 6 months. So there are conspiracies. There are indirect conspiracies. Definitely, I feel there are indirect, unintentional conspiracies was going on, because he is an outsider. He has no grip in Bollywood film industry. So maybe, so he was depressed. Anyway, so he did a film called Kedarnath, very beautiful film. Kedarnath, I think you have heard, the temple is one of the it is one of the Jyotirlingas in the world. So he did the movie. He was a Muslim boy, and there in the movie, and he is a devotee of Shiva, and he helped the devotees to take blessings of Shiva. So the song says Shiva drank poison. There is a song in the movie also where it was there that Shiva drank the poison, and poison spread in last 6 months after the 2019 26 December 7 planet solar eclipse. And this guy, he couldn't handle it. He's a spiritual guy. He was a IIT passed out BTech engineer. He was a brilliant actor. 47 connection with Sushant Singh Rajput. Who was Sushant Singh
Very
Rajput?
nice.
A spiritual person, an inner yogi. Inner yogi because he was not acclaimed as yogi. He was an actor. As a scientist, not by profession definitely, but by temperament, he was a Bollywood actor. Recently, he visited NASA, CERN. He went near a Shakti Chakra like God particle. I will show you that there. And went near to Nataraj. He committed suicide on last Sunday, 14 June. He was the first Indian to own land on moon.
Oh no.
He was the first Indian to own land on moon. The first
Incredible.
Yeah, on land on moon. I would like to show. I will show you. Okay, let me finish everything. After that, I will show you because it's there. It was in news. So his girlfriend on his birthday, that is on January 21st, she tweeted, "Supermassive black hole." He was the supermassive black hole because Shiva, Kali, we all know. And she said, "Happy birthday to the most beautiful supermassive black hole that is known to mankind. Shine on you, crazy diamond."
Oh,
I cried. The first Indian to, okay, fine, that I showed. See, Sushant with LHG, Large Hadron Collider, God particle like Shakti Chakra at CERN.
oh, wow.
So
Wow, wow, wow.
I forgot the name of Shakti Chakra that day. I said Sri Chakra, Sri Chakra. It was Shakti Chakra. So Sushant with God particle at CERN, and at that time his God energy activated. I will show you later what happened. Natraj, it is the Natraj, and it is his tweet. It is a screenshot of Sushant's tweet after visiting CERN and Natraj. Sushant near Natraj CERN. He was near. See, his Shiva, the Tandava Shiva. Tandava means the dance of the apocalypse. I think I'm uttering uttering it's good, right? Anyway, Sushant at CERN, he visited Sushant at CERN, checking some map. He's there. Sushant at CERN. There are many photos. He was very happy at CERN. He was, in that video, he was just jumping. CERN. And see, Chandragupta, Brahmagupta. See, there was something in Sanskrit language. What is this meaning? I will tell you about Brahmagupta. These ancient Sanskrit letters are about Brahmagupta, an Indian mathematician who was working on zero and other numbers linked. Every script of him got activated during his visit to NASA and the Sun. So about zero and Brahmagupta, zero Brahmagupta's Brahma Bhuta Siddhanta. He is the first book that provides rules of arithmetic manipulations that apply to zero and to negative numbers. So these all are, developed and invented by Brahmagupta, and those letters were connected to that. He was also an engineer, the actor, Shakti Chakra like object.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you. All are engineers.
Hey.
And yesterday I got another friend in India. He's a robotics engineer. 4 things observed by observing everything in Sushant, death or life. Sushant has 4 weird things. A big telescope in his living room. He has a war simulation in his own house. While he visited CERN, his God energy activated near God particle in Nataraja, like he was in a spiritual war, because he has a war simulation also. That is everything is like important. But negative entities attacked him because they did not want him to be awakened. That is why energy body protection is very essential. Sushant died at 34. See, many people say, and I myself has seen many disturbing facts at CERN. I don't want to discuss these things, but maybe there are some negative entities also there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was attacked there because whenever one person is going to activate his God energy, the opposite or negative energy, they don't want that to happen. But we have to do this. That's our soul mission. Final words: live in your heart, act from your heart. What is like Sushant's message? Balance heart, brain energy. Do affirmations to release your scripts. Revoke soul contracts, very important. Ask for forgiveness in all dimensions. Forgiveness is very important to give and to receive. Sushant was an old soul, a divine masculine. He's not a regular guy. We cannot overlook his demise. Protect yourself from dark energy attacks, very important. Check Swanlata's Facebook post. She is my soul sister, by the way. We were 5 earlier. Now you are also there, but
Oh,
yeah. So she has posted a Facebook post where she written about Sushant. Swarna T, spiritual Swarna 3. She has a YouTube also, and she is a twin flame master and acupuncture healer, MD. So she wrote that Sushant Rajput was an old soul and was an awakening process. Old souls love to go back in time. His home decoration says it all. A divine masculine, dark energy attacks are getting stronger day by day. Psychic attacks, read in his post about his spiritual maturity. Take care, spiritual souls, stay connected with source light. Very important. She is my sister. So,
very interesting.
yes, Swarna told in her post, her mail ID is ACU, that is AQ, SWARNS Swarna @gmail. Who everybody who want like twin flame consultations or readings or Reiki healings or acupuncture healings, she is very expert in that. She is my soul sister. So there are two videos I want to show. Definitely, at last I will show.
Okay.
When he was there at NASA, Sushant at NASA, he visited NASA also. Sushant's telescope, an advanced telescope called the MEAD 14L X600, which could help him keep an eye on his prime piece of real estate from his home on Earth. Rajput is on the blind side from the Earth. He is that, our Sushant. And see, he was having a dream journal like I have. Thing is that it was his dream diary. Uh, one of his dreams was to see Andromeda with a telescope. Andromeda, can you imagine Andromeda, the star constellation that has been
No.
rescued by Perseus or Partha. So Perseus energy is in him also. Yeah. Sushant's son visit with video I will show. He was tweeting a place where WW was invented, a place that discovered the God, damn particles, sorry, a place of numerous divine collisions, a place where matter matters. A big thanks to CERN for being so welcoming and making my dream come true. He was a very positive guy, very positive. See, Sushant's car 4747.
Yes.
Wake up call. So it's a Sushant's demise is a wake up call for us. We lost a soul, so we cannot overlook his sacrifice. Time traveling room. Sushant Singh Rajput's new apartment in Mumbai that he purchased. Twice he says in his video, time traveling room, time traveling machine. Someone even saw him going towards Disney World amusement park, and the tweet number at the bottom of the screen was 666. So, what is old soul Sushant's message to us? Talk out depression. Whenever you are in depression, talk out. Don't stay alone. You are not alone. Stay protected. Draw protection shields around your physical and astral body. Be spiritual and do not die. Please leave. We are one soul. We have to understand the pain of the asuras. Very important. We have to understand the pain of the asuras. Once upon a time, when the nectar was churned out from the churning of the ocean, you know that the Partha also told that the gods deceived the asuras actually. The gods had all the nectar and they give other things to the non-gods or the asuras or the titans. So Abel also killed Cain, and all the dollars, all the euros or pounds or rupee, there is a cut in the symbol.
Yes.
So coin is Cain. Partha express everything and discuss everything, so I'm not going to very detail. Vishnu also cut Rahu's head with Sudarshan Chakra. Rahu was a titan. So thing is that actually gods have done many things to titans, and now gods, we have to ask for forgiveness from the asuras, and we have to revoke our soul contracts, and we have to do affirmations for evocation. Very important. So please contact my beautiful soul sister Swarna, and I'm very happy that I have covered all the slides. See, there were 103 slides and I have completed.
You have.
How? Oh my God.
And my head is full.
Yeah, but it's really strange.
Very good full.
Yeah. So this is the Mayan 13 moon calendar. I can give you the link. Interested person, please message me. You can find your galactic signature. As I am a
I'm seeing
blue
the
ridden.
time travel room, the time traveling room.
Okay, wait. Yeah, this is the website. This website has been given by my beautiful soul sister Rhoda. So interested
Yay.
people,
Hi, Rhoda.
yeah. So interested people can send a message to her also.
Rhoda is in the chat room right now. Rhoda, do you mind posting your email address
See,
in the chat room, please?
Charles, please do something. Convince Rhoda to come to our show. She's a wonderful soul, and she is very, very like intelligent. She has
Yes.
many things to share with us. I don't know why she do not come in front of the camera. I don't know, but someday I will take her in. Like
Yeah, no, she said she
maybe
will.
without her
She just
permission.
has
I
to do
don't
some
know.
more work, and will soon be coming on the show. But she has to do some more work herself to be ready.
She's incredible. I don't know why she's
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
so too.
Anyway, I will take her to this show without her permission also. So her mail ID is RHODES, that is Rhodes, RHODES 1010 @gmail.com. So I will give
All
you
right,
this.
Rhodes
Yes,
10 at gmail.com.
yes. I will give you this PowerPoint. You can give it to,
Please.
yeah, mail IDs. And
Rhoda says she prefers backstage.
no, no,
No,
no.
no.
We are not gonna accept. So
Nope, that's not going to happen, Rhoda. You're coming up front.
it's enough. It's enough. Now she should come because these are incredible people, and people should help people out. I think not from the background.
I agree. I agree. We're going to get her on here.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna show you all the news about Sushant having land on moon.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me come to the website. It is in news. Yes, see. Sushant's net worth, the only an Indian actor who bought a piece of. Um, I think this net is a bit slower than me. I think I'm fast enough. Sushant's net worth, the only, yeah. See. So, according to reports, the actor's net worth. Interestingly, he is the only Indian actor who had bought a piece of land on the moon. Interestingly, before him, actor Shah Rukh Khan was gifted a piece of land on moon by a fan. Sushant bought a piece of lunar land on the far side of the moon in a region called the Mare Muscovians or the Sea of Muscovy. He had bought the property from the international sea. Here he bought the. Can you hear me, Charles?
Yes, yes.
Here,
Incredible.
here he has bought the land, and Sushant Singh Rajput, as you can see, he tweeted about that also, that he has bought one piece of land. How beautiful on moon! He's the first Indian actor.
Beautiful.
I think he is the first Indian. I think he also owns several luxury vehicles such as BMW. See the number 1300. 13 is a very
Hmm.
beautiful number. So he also has a super expensive telescope. He talks about Andromeda. He is the black hole himself, and he is not with us anymore. I'm so excited to speak about him, to tell about him, but he is no more.
How beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. So that was today's presentation, Charles. Anything from your side?
Anybody have any questions?
These all are linked, Charles. Gaia Mother, the movie Aluna, you, me, Partha triangle, the three triangle.
I think so.
Yeah.
I very much think so.
And the Star Brothers, they were three.
Yeah.
A neutral one, a positive one, a negative one.
How interesting.
How interesting is
How,
that?
very.
This is 13. The 13 number is very good, and the number 3 is very good. And see, Sushant's, I think just now we have read about something 1300, and this is also Mayan 13 moon calendar. So this all are connected. I think it has a very big vibration, the number 3.
Well, there are no coincidences. Everything is connected.
That's why I have shown you all the screenshots, and I have shown you the background of my shamanism initiations. So it is very important, guys. I think I might be little faster than normal people in spiritual practices or in learning spiritual things, but people can take up with any speed. Like, at least
Absolutely.
it is important to do. At least it's not like that
Yeah.
you have become a shaman just within 7 days. It's not like that. You may take time, but at least you should start these things. You should connect to the energy of Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. You should try to um, awaken your kundalini shakti, kundalini power. You should try to activate your light body, rainbow body, right?
Yeah, that is all part of the ascension process. That is part of the Great Awakening.
Yes,
It's not
exactly.
something that is going to happen to you.
Yes,
It is something that you actively participate in and make that difference in your life,
yes,
in your soul, in
and
your being.
yes, and those people who are in depression, I would like to take the opportunity from your show, Charles. You are also a
Yes.
very incredible person, and this is a beautiful project, Breadcrumbs project, that we have been associated lately. So I
Thank
take
you.
the opportunity. Welcome. I take the opportunity to urge to all humanity that whenever you are in depression, you are not alone. Um, just if you see, whenever a person types in Google, I want to commit suicide, but what is the easiest way to commit suicide? A website, a helping website comes up, pops up. The algorithm
Mm-hmm.
is like that. The Google algorithm works like that. So don't be silent. You type something, you try to get answers from a blog, you try to call a friend, but don't stay silent and don't stay alone while you are in depression. And try to stick to a family. Let it be, if there is no family, uh, go to a foster family, or at least go to a friend, close friend, whatever. You pay something
Very
uh,
much.
for some people, but it's very essential that you are not alone. At least
Very much.
at the medicine period, treatment period, it is very important. Talk out your depression. Tell everyone that you are feeling something bad, but please don't die. Leave.
D-
Because
Don't suffer. Don't suffer in silence.
exactly, because it is very important to live. We have a mission. We have to do this, and we have lost Sushant. It's very unfortunate, but I feel he will get moksha. Normally it is been said that the people who commit suicide won't get liberation, but I don't think so. I prayed to Almighty that please grant him moksha, because he was a divine soul, and I'm quite sure he will continue his soul mission as an angel. And I say at the same time, I would wish that no one dies from killing themselves. It's very unfortunate,
It's unfortunate. It's not natural. It's not the way it's supposed to be.
but it happened. So what can you
It
can?
does.
And as he was a divine soul, and we got all the symbols and symbolisms, we can pray for him, and we take a pledge to continue his soul's mission. Actually,
Yeah.
we will continue the good work. He was also doing some orphanage type of thing. Also, he was a philanthropist. He was a social
Okay.
servant also. Yeah. So this is a message that during depressive times, people should stick with people. They shouldn't live alone,
Good.
at least during the treatment period.
All right, guys. Please pay attention to that. It's through communing that our souls are lifted in their vibration. Oh, CS has one question.
Okay.
June 20th, 21st. What do you see happening?
I personally, actually, if someone asks me about dates, I'm not sure about the dates. My spiritual partner, my spiritual mentor might have something to say. Charles might have something to say, but I don't see time. Time is an
Okay.
illusion for me. Yeah, but I know that something's gonna happen. How it happened, to what it happens, I don't know, and I don't concentrate on that particular point. I know what I should do, so I would suggest that try to focus on yourself and try to work on yourself, and we can at least pray that everything is gonna be fine. And I have a strong intuitive feeling, apart from the dates, I don't know about the dates, that everything is happened to be, everything will happen for good. Don't know.
Per- Very good. I think Partha is the one that we turn to for dates and for that
Exactly.
kind of structure.
Exactly. I know the energy. Energy wise, it is renewing energy. It is healing. Mother Gaia is healing. Even our own energies, we are trying to cope up with the healing phase, and the great awakening is going on. The shift is going on. You can ask me these things, but personally, I don't see time. I live in the now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're a shaman.
Exactly. I'm a healer. I'm
You
a shaman.
transcend time.
Exactly.
Very good.
Exactly.
All right. I think you answered everybody's question. Yes. Well, Angel,
Yes.
thank you very much for a wonderful lecture, a great class.
Yes.
Everybody in the chat room is saying thank you,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes.
You add a lot of clarity and give us details that we desperately need and do not have right now.
Yes.
You and Partha both. So thank you for all that you do for us.
Thank you. Namaste. And I will send you all the PowerPoints.
Namaste.
Yeah, 2 or 3 PowerPoints last. Thank you, Charles. Have a nice time.
And have a great evening, a
Yes.
good rest,
Yes. Thank
and
you.
thank you for praying for us and
Yes.
caring for us. All right, guys.